Hello, good day guys, welcome back to Tech Ops. In today's very video edition here, I'm going to be teaching you guys top reason why the timing belt snapped. It could be upon installation, the first fit. So we're going to be going about four different causes, four different reasons why this very timing belt snaps. For a lot of you who don't know what this is, for different car make, depends on what this very timing belt can be able to control, where it's stemming from coolant pump, stemming from driving the, unifying the camshaft and crankshaft. So this is very critical when it's time for you to start up your engine and to make sure that the synchronization between the valve and the crankshaft is well done without having to cause any problem. Okay, so we're back on the discussion again. So if you have this a problem, first and first, we want to check for quality of the belt. If the belt is substandard, then you are risking the belt snapping upon installation. That is just number one out of the problem. Is the belt substandard, counterfeit, fake, whatever name that you use to qualify it, that doesn't actually make it a genuine one, is one of the very challenge you're going to be facing if suppose you install it. When we have cleared out that this very belt is not substandard, then 1, 2, 3 more factors you need to consider is the tensioner in great condition. There are different tensioners, and for this very car here that snapped this very one here is a tensioner. Some tensioners, a hydraulic system, have a very hard springs inside the system that can push this belt beyond its limit of elasticity. So what we're talking about here is a breaking point. So when you push the very belt into a breaking point, you won't know immediately, but something's going to make this very belt to snap when the car engine heats up. Temperature increases pressure. So when the temperature within the system increases, the pressure on this belt is going to increase, and that's going to make this very belt to snap. So be sure that the tensioner is in a very good condition. As a matter of fact, that's why most manufacturers often recommend when you are replacing the serpentine belt, you also replace the tensioner, because it is the most cost of your timing belts, so to say, often snap. The third reason why your timing belt snap is a bad adjustment. I mean, the adjustment which you made was horrible. Whenever you are adjusting the timing belt, especially of this nature, you don't have to make it to be extremely tight, because a lot of you guys have phobia that you don't want the belt to be loose in order to jump timing, so you over tighten it, you over made it to become very stiff. When you make it stiff, you create a problem. The system is gonna make it to snap as soon as the temperature start building up within the system. But first thing first, after setting the system up, after setting up this very timing, you have to give it like a -2 slack. You know, let it dangle a little bit. I remember vividly there is a Volkswagen model that doesn't have a tensioner. You just put this, snap on this very belt on, and it's done. You're gonna see it be dancing, and it's not gonna jump timing. So I want you to understand that it's not how strong you have tightened it, you have tensioned it to be, that's gonna make it not to jump timing, but the quality of this very tooth here. So if you've been mistaking it that is because the belt are loose, is gonna jump timing, no. When these teeth, if you got the fake one, some of them, this very tooth here can be able to flat down. When it flat down, is gonna create a problem and make this to snap. Now, The next reason why this very belt is going to snap is something that ran into the gears. Let's say a broken nut or a broken pieces of metal, foreign object that went in between the tooth can cause excessive stretching of the timing belt, and that is going to lead to it to snap. So when you're setting up your timing belt, you want to make sure that every debris, every foreign object that is within those areas are in the cemetery and not on the way. If they're on the way, you're creating a perfect time bomb that's going to snap up this very belt in a very short time. Now let me add one bonus for you guys, which is excessive oil leaks. When you have excessive oil leaks inside the system, it's going to be getting in between the teeth. The teeth are expected to be very clean from debris, from oil, from any grimes. So when you have oil rattling, finding their place into the gears, it's going to cause a slippage, and that very slippage under a hard tension can make this, might not snap, but it's going to cause a situation that's going to make it to snap. So ensure that there is no any oil leak within those areas where you have this very timing belt, because it's going to cause a problem, or debris, like I said. Aside that, you also want to inspect the gears for broken toothed, gears. Often have some kind of situation like that, or gears that are wobbling. Is there any part of them that are wobbling? Because those wobbling gears can actually make irregularities in the speed when the gears are in motion, and this very belt on it kind of making it to dance and wiggle, wiggle, and that's not good for this. That's gonna weaken the strength of this very belt. You can see a whole lot of the way they engineered it. Now we've talked about a counterfeit one, where you have the threads made with a substandard. That's gonna snap in a matter of days. And let me show you something. This very one here is a brand new one. So when you are dealing with a timing belt, this is for Honda specifically, but it's a counterfeit one, right? When you are dealing with a timing belt, I want you to have this at the back of your mind. Which one is more pricey? Is it to do the valves again that are going to be bent, or the belt? Which one is pricey? You choose. If you feel that going to remove the head, the top cylinder head, and grind the valve and replace them, all that hurdles is more cheaper than the belt. And it's up for you and the stress that are allotted to it. So guys, I hope you find this very interesting. I'm gonna catch you guys later on the next one. Bye for now.